It's a great day to be alive. Great morning, LA. How you doing? How you feeling on this Thursday? Are you ready for a great day? I mean, we have to claim it. They said, speak it and it shall be. Life and death are in the power of the tongue. So how are we moving with our intention? They say that there's confidence in knowing. I had to start out the show with the track, You Will Know by Black Men United. More so because of just the temperature of everything right now. And I say right now, but has it ever really changed? With that being said, I said we need a reminder. You will know. You got to know who you are. There's confidence in knowing, and what do we know? That's faith, right? In the track, they're belting. And they were wild, and they were free, and they were blessed with my name. Who do you say that you are? And then I got stronger and tired of the pain. And that's when I picked up the pieces and regained my name. Again, who do you say that you are? But I got to ask you, whose do you say that you are? Gerald Levert, he started shouting out, your dreams ain't easy. You just stick by the plan. To go from boys to man, you must act like a man. Well, what does it mean to act like a man? I think it just means to show up as you, however you are in your entirety. And many times I feel as though that's about how you feel. Closing out the track, they say, you just grab what you know. Stand up tall and don't you fall. Your dreams ain't easy. You just stick by your plan. I was thinking of this track, Nipsey. He has this quote, our very own legendary Nipsey. He says, the game will test you, but never fold. Stay 10 toes down. It's not on you, it's in you. And what's in you, they can never take away. Great morning, my black man. Know who you are, but more importantly, whose you are, because it's inside of you. All right? Come on, black men, black sisters. Let's stand together and be united. All right, this is the front page, and I am doing like the break of day. And it's one of my favorite days of the week. It's Thursday. And why? Because it's tell me something good. So what that means is I'm only delivering great and good information, news, and resources. If you want to hear about anything tragic, any deaths, you're going to have to go ahead and check out another day part. Because we're affirming right now. Like I said, we got to unite together for the good things that we do. Because for the good things, we express gratitude. And what do we know about gratitude? They say the more grateful we are, the more things we have to be grateful for. And let me just say, I have some updates that I want to share with you of things that I'm just grateful for this week. I'm sure you've had a chance to check in and listen to us and perhaps check us out on social media. Sister Dollar pulled up. Based on information that we shared on Front Page, she said, Dawn, I got to show up. We had the CEO and founder of The Source LA I want to talk to you about, giving resources right here in our community. A lot of the information is coming from The Source LA. Plus, just yesterday, even piggybacking off of Sister Dollar, how you can get free mammograms. You ain't got to go broke saving your life. So we're going to affirm and talk about all that and more. So stay tuned. Get your pens and papers ready. Plus, I'm going to tell you how you can get some money and how you can get tickets to a hot ticket concert happening in a couple weeks. Yeah? All right, y'all. Let's get ready for this conversation. Let's talk about what's happening. What's happening in our nation? What happened in our state? Or look to the left, look to the right. Perhaps what's happening with a person near you.
It's time for Front Page News with Don Day on Radio Free 102.3 KJLH.
This is some great news, some great relief, especially with everything so damn high. Sometimes you just need a little relief. Heck, you may even say, I want to get out of Dodge. Well, if that's your case, I want to let you know that Frontier Airlines, they have unveiled an all-you-can-fly summer pass for only $399. Yeah, $399. Frontier has launched an all-you-can-fly summer pass. It launched on Monday, so it's called the Go Wild Pass. And it gives travelers exclusive access to unlimited flights between Frontier's U.S. and international destinations between the dates of May 2nd and September 30th. Now, the airline said a limited amount of passes will be available for introductory price of $399 per person. And this pass lets you book an unlimited number of flights for as long as it is valid. That's from May 2nd to September 30th. With the fast, Frontier said that travelers can book and confirm domestic flights the day before departure. International flights can be booked and confirmed 10 days before the flight departure. Also, flights must be booked through flyfrontier.com. So no cheap tickets or no other trying to get a double discount. You got to go straight to the website. And plus, they are subject to blackout periods. So there probably were dates that they're saying, hey, you can't travel for whatever reason. Now, taxes, fees, and other charges will be applied at the time of booking. And the pass price does not include such add-ons as bags or seats. Also, pass holders are not eligible to earn miles on flights through the pass. So in November, the plan was announced as the Unlimited Annual Flight Pass, and the price of that unlimited pass was $999. Yeah, $999, and expected to soar to $1,999 when it automatically renews. So the summer pass, whose regular retail value is $999, you can get $399. However, what you got to keep in mind that after the year, it will automatically renew and it will be the updated price. But the great news is a lot of us, especially in LA, we couldn't even get in and out of the city. Probably missed important appointments, just disgruntled your time, your nerves, all that. I'm glad to hear that Frontier Airlines is trying to get to you where you need to go. And other good news, I really smiled at this. In fact, I almost shed a tear because it touched my heart so much. Yale School of Public Health, they honored a 9-year-old for lanternfly catching because initially she was reported to the police. Catch this. From catching insects to catching the attention of professionals in science, this young woman is what you would say is on fire. Her name is Bobby Wilson. She's a 9-year-old who was reported by the police by a Republican neighbor while she was catching lanternflies, and now she has been honored by the Yale School of Public Health. Now, this is according to Yale University officials. The institution held a ceremony a couple of weeks ago on January 20th, highlighting Bobby's research and efforts towards capturing the invasive species that was infesting Caldwell, New Jersey. The ceremony was also a moment for the university to show its gratitude to Wilson for donating her personal collection of insects as an addition to the database at Yale's Peabody Museum. She is officially one of the museum's donated scientists, y'all. Bobo, get a round of applause for that. That's amazing. Now, The Guardian reported that the child's incident with her neighbor drew the attention of Ijeoma Opara, an assistant professor at the public health school who organized the ceremony to honor Bobby for her brave and inspirational work. In fact, Ijeoma said, Yale doesn't normally do anything like this. According to the university, this is something unique to Bobby. We're so grateful for all of the work you've done in Jersey and your interest in conservation and checking out all the lanternflies in advance. Now, this was also by the museum's entomology collection manager. How amazing is that? She says, they just come up here and start. And so we're very happy to have these specimens. Now, as I previously told you, her neighbor, a Republican, he's a 71-year-old, Gordon Lawash, called the police on little Bobby, who's 9 years old, on October 22nd, while she was simply outside testing environmental safe formula to catch the insects in her hometown. Now, Bobby's mother and her older sister attended a town hall meeting in November to address the council and bring attention to the incidents. Since the town hall meeting, Bobby and her older sister have toured Yale University and an invitation to meet other Black women in science. Bobby's lanternfly collection is available for public view at Yale's Peabody Museum. How amazing is that? Yes. How amazing is that? And here's the thing that I want to make sure that we continue to encourage our young people as they explore new things, because something like this could have really set her back. And it's so important that we move in a space of confidence. Here she is outside collecting insects for an interest that could not only change her life, but change the world. And somebody saw it fit to see a baby, 9 years old, collecting insects and said, oh, let me call the police. It takes me back when I was in 8th grade. We had a project where it was out in Canton, Michigan. I would go in my godmother's backyard, and it was before they did all the developments. So it was a lot of, marsh and just stuff where insects can grow. And I remember coming in, we had to catch all types of spiders, insects, cockroaches, praying mantises. And it was a way to discover. And I hope that we continue to make room for our young people to explore and to find themselves for other possibility and other opportunity. And some other great news, I want to share with you some events that's happening around the city. It is the second day of Black History Month. And I don't know if you're abreast about what's going on and how you can get involved, but I definitely want to give you some information. First and foremost, there is a Regeneration Summit. It's entitled A Celebration of Black Cinema. The Academy Museum of Motion Pictures is inviting the public to visit its Regeneration Summit, a celebration of Black cinema event. It kicks off on February 3rd, which is tomorrow, and lasts until February 5th on a Sunday. Now, during the weekend event, guests can enjoy film screenings, workshops, panels, and more to celebrate the dynamic history of Black cinema. That's us. Now, tickets for the event can be purchased online, and for those who can't make the ticketed events, there will be a free family event on Sunday, February 5th. So make sure you go ahead and check out the Regeneration Summit, a celebration of Black cinema. Also, there's a James Baldwin on film, a tribute that's happening. People can experience a few of Baldwin's most celebrated films, like Meeting the Man, James Baldwin from Another Place, and If Beale Street Could Talk. Along with others, the event will take place on Saturday, February 4th, and it'll go on to February 25th at the Los Feliz Theater in Los Angeles. And you can also find those tickets online. Okay. All right. Well, today is Tell Me Something Good Thursdays. And I got to take a quick break so that we can pay some bills. But I want to remind you, I got some updates about a listener that pulled up, and I want to share the story because it really made me feel good. And it says that, hey, we're doing a good thing on Front Page. We're giving information that's evoking you to take action for your life. I want to give a reminder about The Source LA and how you should check them out, and a website that, if you are not only in LA or California, can help you find resources and beyond. Plus, a reminder about breast cancer awareness and how you can get a free mammogram. Why? Because every woman counts. Plus, I got some resources, some information that you can use, and some discussions of topics that I'm excited to have you in. Yeah? So you ready? Let's have this conversation, y'all. It's the Front Page, and I'm doing like the break of day. It's Radio Free 102.3 KJLH. We'll be right back.
This is the Front Page with Don Day on Radio Free 102.3 KJLH.
Money. Come on. Radio Free in 2023 means free money. We're paying your bills with Radio Free Cash Relief.
What bill did you want us to pay today, Eric?
My Spectrum bill.
You got the money. The Spectrum bill is paid, Mr. Andrus.
Oh, thank you very much. Thanks for letting the brother roll with you, Tabby Mac.
What station is paying your bills, Eric?
KJLA.
We've got you next. Register your bill now at KJLHradio.com and listen for your name every day, Monday through Friday at 4:10 p.m.
Hey, it's Steve Harvey, y'all. Here's what happened on the Steve Harvey Morning Show. You ever met a real fine chick and walked up to her and tried to say something to her, and then she said, excuse me, you're not my type. What?
Yeah. That's crushing.
Is that like the lady who said, I don't like your features?
Yeah.
Remember that lady?
The lady told me, she said, God, I can't go with you to the junior prom because I don't like your facial features.
Your facial features.
Well, damn it, it's 1971 and they really came out with plastic surgery right now.
Weekdays from 6 to 10 on your station. 102.3 Radio Free KJLH.
Money. Come on. Radio Free in 2023 means free money. We're paying your bills with Radio Free Cash Relief.
What is your name?
Carmen Mitchell.
And what city do you live in, Carmen?
HB, Huntington Beach.
She said HB. I didn't know Huntington Beach had a nickname.
Hold on now, Carmen.
But sis, I am paying your car notes.
Yes! Thank you. Tell me you're the best.
We've got you next. Register your bill now at KJLHradio.com and listen for your name every day, Monday through Friday at 4:10 p.m.
What's up, Southern California? This is Guy Black. I'd love for you to join me every Saturday from 9 a.m. until 1 p.m. We have all the fun. We play all your favorite throwbacks. And at 11 a.m., it's Guy Black's Battle Royale. I don't care who wins the battle. I just want to play all this good music.
I'm loving your show, Guy Black.
And I appreciate you. Join me Saturday from 9 a.m. till 1 p.m. I love you, and I love my job.
It's the Guy Black Show.
Hey everybody, this is Roland Bynum. Join me Saturdays from 5 to 9 for the Block Party. Starting at 5, it's your spiritual inspirational time. Triple plays at 6. And at 6:20, we exercise at the Rose Bowl, Darby Park, Kenneth Hahn Park, or in your home. 7 to 9, it's the music from the soundtrack of your life. Plus birthday shout-outs at 8:10. So join me, Roland Bynum, Saturdays from 5 to 9 for the Block Party and the music from the soundtrack of your life. Yesterday's music for today's memories. Only on Radio Free 102.3 KJLH.
Hey everybody, this is Andre Russell. And I know what you want to hear on Sunday, and I'll play it for you.
Make some noise in here!
Great artists like Kirk Franklin, Mary Mary, Jonathan McReynolds, Marvin Sapp, Fred Hammond, and I got it for you on Spread the Word every Sunday. From 12 noon to 6 p.m. Cutting edge gospel artists and the leading ministers from around the world. And Bible Jeopardy, where you can win prizes. Get ready for it every Sunday at Spread the Word from 12 to 6 right here on 102.3 KJLH.
You're listening to The Front Page with Don Day on Radio Free 102.3 KJLH.
Radio Free 102.3 KJLH has your tickets to see Frankie Beverly and Maze with the Isley Brothers. Yeah, it's happening at the YouTube Theater. February 18th with VIP access to the Happy Feelings Lounge so that you can kick back 2 steps, drink your drink, nibble on your food or your significant loved one during the show. Why? Because it's all about love, soul, and R&B this Valentine's. So sign up for your free tickets and your opportunity for your VIP access. Where Dawn Day? Well, you're going to do that at KJLHradio.com. And while you're at it, you know that we are on all social media at Radio Free KJLH. You'll see a lot of updates of what's happening here at the station, our listeners, details on resources, and how you can win some money, which I'm going to tell you about that later in the show. Plus, I told you when we come back, I have some resources. So do you have your pen and paper ready? Also, get ready to call me in the studio. 520-KJLH, 520-5554. You know, today is one of my very special favorite days of the week. Why? Because it's Tell Me Something Good Thursday. So get ready to tell me something good. What's going on in your life? They say if you want to be better and you want to do better, well, shoot, you better affirm better. Yup, just made that up. Speaking and so it shall be, right? So get ready to dial and call me. And maybe some things is going on with the show that you may have learned, some resources that you use. You guys sit here and DM me and say, hey, Dawn, I tried to call in, but I couldn't get through. Shout out to Kalandra. Today is the day, open phone lines for you to call in. Okay? 520-KJLH, 520-5554. Now, moving on to resources. Does anybody need any legal help? Probably for the family. Maybe it's dealing with divorce, paternity, custody, child support, domestic violence, or any other family issues. Well, Unite for Families Pro Bono Family Law Project is here for you. I want you to go ahead and take this number down and give them a call. It's 323-299-9496. And the extension is 154. Again, the number is 299-9496 with the extension of 154. Go ahead and make that appointment. It's absolutely free. Unite for Families, virtual, legal, and clinic happening. When is it happening? Tuesday, February 7th. Additionally, attend the LA County Child Support Services presentation. It's happening in the same day. So what? Was that Tuesday? Yeah, Tuesday, next Tuesday. You need to sign up via Zoom. The tiny URL is tinyurl.com/C as in Charlie, S as in Sam, Q as in Quebec. Why did I go there? How about Q as in question, then A as in answer, and then presentation? That's the tiny URL. And again, this is if you need some support. Free bono family law. Paternity, custody, child support, domestic violence, which have you. I see a caller on the line. I'm coming to you in 1 second. I just want to announce some more PSAs so people can know, and then I'm going straight to you. Are you a senior citizen? Do you need to renew your ID? Well, I got some information that can help you save some money. If you or someone you know is a senior citizen of the ages of 62 years or older, well, you are eligible for a no-fee senior citizen ID. Councilwoman Heather Hutt over in District 10 is extending a special invitation for you to apply for Real ID driver's license or in-state ID. Now, the application process will begin February 23rd, and it's taking place from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. And what you'll need to do is provide your proof of identity, your social security number, and 2 documents that prove you live in L.A. Where is it going to be located, Dawn? Well, I'm glad you asked me. The address is 501 Obama Boulevard, over there at the Michelle and Barack Obama Sports Complex. Yeah, so they say the early bird gets the worm. Go ahead and call this number, 323-733-8258. Again, that number is 323-733-8258. Walk-ins are welcome, and on-site testing is available as well. All right, I'm going to jump to this phone line because it's Tell Me Something Good Thursdays, and then I'm coming back with some more resources. Great morning. This is the front page. Tell me something good.
This is Sister Dollar calling in this morning to tell you something good. I'm too blessed to be stressed, too anointed to be disappointed, and too equipped to be whipped.
I heard that right, because we water walkers. Ain't that right?
I'm water walkers. I forgot to tell you that yesterday, too. And I asked you your favorite color so you can get some roses, and your cash app so you can get some cash apps.
Can I give that kind of information out? I can't. I don't think I can do that. But I appreciate, as far as flowers, I love sunflowers are my favorite flower. I love the color orange and yellow. Red roses are always nice.
Okay. All right. So
but I want to thank you, since I have you on the line, I want to thank you so much. We had a discussion, and I announced on the show on Tuesday that we had special guests coming in to talk about breast cancer awareness. And you had previously called in about you experienced stage 4 breast cancer, and that the doctors were telling you that there was nothing else. And you said, hey, you're not going to tell me no. And I tell people, asking you shall receive, seek, and you shall find, knock, and the door will be open. And you pulled up yesterday.
Yeah, God put it on my heart to come talk to the doctors that was going to be there in our community for us about breast cancer. And since there's nothing else they can do, I got to do everything I need to do.
That's right. And you had the opportunity to talk to Dr. Koste Holt, as well as medical assistant Sally Gathas, about your diagnosis and the radiation treatment that you received. Did you feel as though they were able to provide you with great information?
Yes, because I was able to show her the x-rays where they showed me a clear body. Then they showed me dots in my body and said all the dots was where the cancer had spread it to. And they gave me some good information, and I'm following through on it. I was on it last night, and I went to the DMV to get my real ID when I left you guys and my disabled card. They asked me for a birth certificate. So I was like, okay, I got to go get my birth certificate before I can get it. I said, I got proof that I'm a resident.
Right. So you got to have that proof of identity. And then the residence, you got to have 2 documents for the proof that you live in L.A. And then your social security card. Did you have your social security card?
He said, that don't work anymore. I need a birth certificate.
Oh, really?
Yes. I said, you sure? Because I was told I could get real ID with proof and my social security and my ID. You looking at my address, all you doing is changing my address.
Well, family, if you want to chime in and give us a call, if you had a further experience so that we can share with Sister Dollar, because we know that when we come together and talk, we can get further together than alone. That's great information updated. That's news to me. I always thought that a birth certificate with your social and 2 proofs of where you live in LA or California, place of residence, would suffice. So thank you for sharing that. And I'm glad that you're using the resources. So thank you, Sister Dollar.
Listen to KJLH, Reparations and Memories of Our Ancestors. I started years ago listening, since 2010, on reparations and memories of our ancestors, and did the research and found out in 2014, United Nations ordered America to pay out for crimes against humanity.
That's right. Okay. Well, we sending you continued blessings, and I want to say thank you so much for taking Jeremiah out to eat. We went over to the coffee company right over here on La Tierra, and we had a chance to really break bread and get to know one another. Now, don't everybody try to be coming up and pulling up at the station, because it's a unique thing. Sister Dollar moved what was on her heart, and it was for a great cause.
Yes, and I am a God's conduit and a trailblazer, so they gonna pull up.
And shout out to Sister, our legendary Miss Molly Bell, for being one of your longtime mentors and one of our long legendary listeners. We appreciate that.
Yes, Molly Bell is my mentor.
All right, well, you be blessed, Sister Dollar. I love you, and thank you so much for feeding me and my Jeremiah.
Anytime. I just got to stop eating and start this cancer up out my body.
That's right, one step at a time, right?
Yeah.
All right, be blessed. Yeah, so let me jump in and say that's my tell me something good moment. I told you, feed me and affirm me. That's the way to go. But what I can say most importantly, that's something that I am grateful for, is that here on the front page, I'm giving you guys resources. And it's igniting whatever fire, the gumption to get up and evoke the change. Like Sister Dollar said, she can't wait for somebody else to tell her what's going on in her life. It's a point where we're going to have to take action. Now, we can sit here and complain about what we don't like and what's going on in our community, but if we don't step forward to ensue that change, then what? We got to be inspired to make a change happen. So we do that with one another. We do that with these uplifted conversations. We do that by having you call in right now. 520-KJLH, 520-5554. I see y'all on the line. I'm going to do some homework, and then after this, I'm coming to you, caller. BRB.
We're making it rain. Radio Free Cash Relief. Sign up now at KJLHradio.com and listen every day, Monday through Friday at 4:10 p.m. We are 102.3 KJLH NHD, Compton, Los Angeles, Long Beach, Inglewood. We are you.
We are you, so that means we are here for you. I just love that so much. Just the fact that we are a community station, and the fact we got listeners to be like, Dawn, I heard this on front page. I had to come up, and Dawn, I use these resources. Ooh, I'm excited to even tell you later on about the guest tomorrow. So let's go to the line. Great morning. Tell me something good.
Good morning, Don.
Great morning. Who's this?
This is Carol. How are you?
Is this Aunt Carol?
No, it's not Aunt Carol, but it's Carol. Praise the Lord.
How you doing, Carol?
I'm blessed. I am so blessed. I was just listening to Sister Dollar, and and I listened to the segment on yesterday regarding the breast cancer, and it's very enlightening.
Mm-hmm.
I have cancer, but I don't have breast cancer. So I want the listeners to know that having cancer is not a death sentence. There are so many resources out there and support groups to keep us going and motivated in the name of Jesus. And I just love Sister Dollar, how she just moved through life with so much encouragement. It gives me encouragement to keep pressing on, because I know one thing for sure, that my Savior still lives.
Hey.
He's still performing miracles. He's still healing. And he wants this dying world to know that he is God, and he's God all by himself. And he's whatever you need him to be. Whatever you need him to be. He is the great I am.
Hey. And you know, here's the thing. God is the type of God that says, try me. There was this popular message that was going around on the internet. It said, the more you mess around, the more you're going to find out. God says, mess around with me and try me. and let you find out the blessings exceedingly and beyond. So, Sister Carol, why don't we just try God?
Yes, I try them every day. And every day, people don't know that when you wake up in the morning, it's a gift. It's a gift from God to allow you to even get up.
That's right. And I have a question for you. You mentioned saying that you're undergoing treatment. Are there any supportive support groups or perhaps any clinics, any doctors, Black doctors that you could recommend for someone that is just seeking somewhere to go?
No, I'm here in South Central Los Angeles. I haven't found anybody in my community, but I'm pretty sure there are. As I got diagnosed in November of last year, so I'm fairly new to this. But I have a oncologist who's the chief at Kaiser Hospital, West LA, and he's really, really good. He's really, really good. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, I want to share some information. If you know someone, just because everybody's getting together, you heard on the show we were talking about the organization over. This is for those who are on Medi-Cal. Every Woman Counts. And I know on that website as well, they have various resources because Dr. Koste Holt, who is a surgical fellow, research fellow, had made mention to say that even herself, she has signed up for different support groups from other people that have been affected. Because I understand, just like you said, you need somebody to talk to, right?
Yes, yes. And do you know I'm on Facebook every morning sending out messages of support and hope to people that have cancer every morning.
Thank you.
I do this because God led me to do this. He told me, Carol, I'm going to heal your body, but I need you to tell a dying world that I'm still performing miracles. I'm still healing. And that's what I do on a daily basis. I wake up looking forward to making those videos.
Thank you. Well, thank you so much for the work that you do, and thank you for loving yourself. Thank you for tuning in to the front page, and thank you for taking action and being the captain of your ship, i.e. you.
You know why, God? Because he lives. I can face tomorrow.
Come on.
Because he lives. All fears are gone. Because I know who holds my future, and life is worth the living just because he lives.
Amen.
Hey,
because I serve it on time. You better give the praises to the Almighty.
Thank you, Jesus.
Amen.
Hallelujah.
Thank you. You be blessed now, Carol. Call me again sometime. I'm looking forward to next Thursday. You tell me something good.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. Talk to you. Love you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. All right, line 2. Tell me something good. Great morning. Hi.
Good morning. I just wanted to share some information.
Okay, well, tell me what's your name? Where you calling from?
My name is Beverly, and I'm calling from Inglewood.
Inglewood. All right, Beverly, what you got? Is this Beverly Turner?
No, this is another Beverly.
Okay.
But listen, this is what I wanted to say. The real ID, I got mine a couple of years ago. But what they also need at that time, you have to have if you got married and your name is not the same as on your birth certificate, you have to bring that marriage certificate as well. Did you know that?
No, but that would,
so if you go down there, I know a lot of people were turned down because they didn't have, and I got married twice. So I had to have either the marriage certificate or something that showing my name was changed. So when you go down there with just those 2 IDs, you're going to have more information.
Okay. Thank you for sharing that. What was the process? Was it easy? Did you feel comfortable? Just for somebody that may...
It was very easy. They did not really have anything in place. Actually, the lady took my document over to a guy that she said was a supervisor. He raised the paper up on the form and signed it, and I was through.
That's it.
They had no, after that time, they stopped really doing it because they had not put anything in the process of knowing exactly what they needed.
Okay.
That's the way I had it.
So that's why they say the early bird gets the worm. So I guess we're jumping on it now before everything kind of jumps up. You can get in and get out, right?
Absolutely. But remember, you're going to need to check again because they are asking for, if your name is not the same as on your birth certificate, that means you were married and you have to have those documents as well.
Okay. You got that, family? Thank you so much. You have a great one, Miss Beverly.
I will do. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. All right, so what Miss Beverly is speaking about, that if you are a senior citizen and you need to update or get a new senior citizen ID, well, thanks to Councilwoman Heather Hutt, you can get a no-fee senior citizen ID. And it's happening. The application process takes place on Thursday, February 23rd from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. It's extending a special invitation, like I said before, that if you are 62 years age or older, you can get a no-fee senior citizen ID. It can be a driver's license or simply a state ID. Now, just as Beverly was saying, and just as Sister Dollar, when it comes to what you'll need, they're saying you need a proof of identity. Now, Sister Dollar said, hey, I couldn't go in there with just my birth certificate. Or I didn't have my birth certificate and I need to come back with it. Then Miss Beverly just said that she got married and got a new last name, so she has to show proof of that. So whatever it is, show your proof of identity. Get your social security card, your number together, and make sure you have 2 documents that prove you live in L.A. And then make sure that you pull up to the Michelle and Barack Obama Sports Complex. Where is it at, Dawn? It's right off of Obama Boulevard, 501 Obama Boulevard. And if you have any questions, because you want clarification, here is the number, 323-733-8258. Again, that's 323-733-8258. Walk-ins are welcome and on-site testing is available. Okay, line 1, tell me something good.
Hello.
Well, you got to turn down your radio first.
Oh, I'm probably sitting by it.
I heard myself echoing. I said, wait a minute, that's me.
This is Miss OPT. Addressing the issue about getting the senior ID. Also, where they were stating you have to have your marriage certificate. Make sure you go with the marriage certificate. I went with my husband is deceased, and I went with the death certificate, and they wouldn't accept it. So what they will do is they will give you your ID based on what you have provided. So on my because I did not bring my driver's license renewal sheet, my driver's license has my maiden name, but my passport information has my full legal name with the marriage part.
Got you.
Yes.
So what ended up happening?
It's not a turn away. I'm sorry.
Oh, no, go ahead.
It's not a turn away. You can still be helped, but it depends on what you want. And if you deal with DMV, the line, go for what you want, and then you probably can correct it later.
Right. So in other words, we need to make sure that we're prepared and ready because we ain't got time to waste.
And stand in those lines.
Right. On your feet and all that. My bad. Thank you so very much. That is great information. So I'll make sure that in the announcements moving forward, I will include the fact that if having a marriage certificate is very important as showing the proof. So thank you for that. And thank you for listening and sharing with our family. You know, that it really means a lot.
Oh, no, I love you guys. Like the other lady, I put my go shoes on when you say let's.
Hey, let's go.
All right.
I love you very much. And, you know, always feel free to call me, okay?
Thank you.
Thank you. Be blessed. All right. Tell me something good. Who's this? Hello?
This Big Money, Bonnie.
This is Dawn Day. You on air already? Hold on, you on air already? We coming in hot.
No, I can't. I can't come on, Dawn.
Wait, you better. What you mean? You on air right now?
Oh no.
Who is this? I'm trying to make out this voice.
You know who this is. The brother that's like no other
The
from
big money
another
girl?
mother.
Oh, shit.
Look,
you got
we
caught
need rent control.
Huh?
We need a rent control attorney in Inglewood. They're trying to regentrify us up out of here. I need a rent control.
Well, you know, I'm glad you talked. You know, I was on the phone last night because I'm up here booking our guests and so forth. And I have a young lady that is, she represents several organizations, but one thing that she's into is real estate. And she was talking about the ownership in LA and how we need to get more of our land, which can in turn support or, you know, have more insight of who we are renting to and what those prices look like. So I'm excited for her to come back in because as a people, we need to possess our land, right?
Yes, and they jumped up 10%. We never started with no 10%. They starting with 10% across the board.
And people don't realize when we talk about the debt to income ratio, this whole D2I, and how that's affecting us in getting homes and getting places that we can move into. Debt we don't even know that incurs us, huh?
Yes, and then to add fuel to that fire is that we're not making that kind of money for 10%. And then you're going to make this a month to month? Oh, no. We got to have it year to year. Anyway, we need a rent control lawyer because after paying $300, I failed a couple of years ago in trying to get rent control. But the people are ready now. We ready now, girl. We fired up. We got more apartment owners, more apartment attendants in Inglewood than we have homeowners.
Talk about it. So you know what? I'm glad you said that. I'm going to work on seeing I can get a lawyer that knows about rent control because that's what we need.
Thank you, dear.
Thank you so much, Big Money Griff.
All right.
The brother from another. Look. I'm going to tell you right now, you calling in, we coming in hot. Straight off the air. So I appreciate that. So I'm going to remind you that the phone lines are open. 520-KJLH, 520-5554. I don't know if you had a chance to check out the paper yesterday. I was taking a look and I missed it. Well, I didn't miss it. I just didn't get to it yesterday because we had our guest. I had made mention how we have renewed or Mayor Karen Bass has reappointed Police Chief Michael Moore. And what that looks like with the policing in our schools. I want to jump on this topic, but a caller just called in. And what I don't want to happen is that I get in this story and then we can't weave in with the callers. Oh, and now there's two callers. Okay, well, I'm about to come back about this whole policing in school and tell you some good news of how they're trying to change some things. But first, let's go to line one. Tell me something good.
Don Day.
This is Don Day all day. Is this the captain?
That's me.
That's the captain speaking.
I just landed in Chicago. I'm about to park at the gate here in a second. Don, where do we start? Last week, I got on the plane, flew down there and helped lead a protest against April Valentine. Not against April Valentine, but what happened to her at Cincinnati Hospital. Mayor Butts and them, the way they treated that Valentine family was wrong. Okay, and we got to come out and do something about this immediately. They just now started to release the body of the lady after all this time. Wait a minute, man. The guy's not, there's something blocking the gate here. Hold up. Better hold up.
We live on the scene, y'all.
Oh, Dawn, I'm so sorry. I'm not supposed to. Anyway, we need to get as many people as we can to protest against Cincinnati Hospital. These guys are beyond wrong. If you want to live, do not go to Cincinnati Hospital.
So just for the family that may not be abreast what's going on, Captain, tell them what happened.
Okay. Child, first baby ever. Got in there, was in pain. They just gave her a thing for pain relief, and that didn't do any good. They called the doctor. The doctor said, don't call me, it's too late. It's late in the evening. I said, what you mean? You're supposed to be here taking care of this young lady and so forth. Well, when the doctor got there, her blood pressure started dropping. They induced labor. The boyfriend or fiance said, whoa. Save my baby, saving my lady. We can always have children later on down the line. Well, that didn't happen. The lady died.
Oh.
And it's flat out malpractice on the doctor. And that's why they try to hold the body so long so that they cannot do an independent autopsy to get the facts. Okay? That's the problem. So now, after we all raise fans outside the hospital, they want to release the body now and so forth. But that's 16, 17 days after the fact.
Over 2
weeks. What do you think
weeks.
happened with the body? Over 2 weeks, exactly. Decomposing and so forth. Then you won't have all the factual evidence to show from the pathology report of actually what happened when the body was fresh. That's number one. Number two,
you about to take off?
The gate is occupied. No. I told this guy that the gate was occupied and that we needed to stop short of the whole line.
Hold on. Wait, okay, go ahead.
That's internal stuff. Okay, so now we got another problem. I flew to, where did I go? Memphis.
You went to Memphis because you just called yesterday that you attended the funeral. I'm looking at the Times, the New York Times right now, and they got the cover story with Reverend Al Sharpton. He gave the eulogy over at Tyree's funeral service.
I was right there, and they got me on YouTube doing some things and so forth. But so we get there, right? Everybody has a right to go home safely. You pull this guy over, allegedly, because of him messing with your ex-girlfriend, okay? That you cannot control, that she did not want to be with you anymore because you were abusing her, and you beat this child for nothing. You wouldn't tell him why you pulled him over. You pulled him out of the car without asking for a driver's license, registration, a proof of insurance, and just get the wailing on him for nothing. How can this man give you his hands when you already got one behind his back? Then you tase him for nothing. Then you just call the paramedics 30 minutes later. They look at him and keep going.
Let him sit on the car and not even call it an emergency.
That's right.
Mind you, the one brother, we got to remember Officer Hemphill, who had the camera, he hasn't been charged with anything yet. And when I say had the camera, it's his body cam footage that we see everything happening.
Exactly. And you know what, Dawn? I spoke with the DA. His name is Steve Mulroy yesterday. He told me don't sleep on it. Don't sleep on it because charges are coming.
Okay.
They just want to make sure that the charges that they file stick. Then on top of all that, okay, they take him to St. Francis Hospital, 30 minutes away when they could have took him to the trauma center, okay, which is right close to where he was. No, they wanted this boy to die and so forth, all because of some tail that you could not have anymore. This is a flat-out abomination, and I'm calling for life in prison without the possibility of parole for everybody that was involved. When Martin Luther King said, I have a dream that little black boys and little white boys could all march together, I hope all of them 5, all of them 7, and Derek Chauvin, the guy that killed George Floyd, share the same cell for the rest of their lives, because this is outrageous. Now, we got a double amputee shot.
Oh, I just saw that. Now, wait a minute. We got to make it, I definitely think these stories are good, but it's Tell Me Something Good Thursday. But I did see that amputee that got shot trying to get away from the police. What did you shoot and kill this individual for? What kind of threat?
Allegedly, he had stabbed somebody, but when they shot him, he didn't have the knife.
But what kind of threat was he?
Precisely, a double amputee. I guess he's going to go get some more legs and run. That's
I'm not about to laugh at it. Yeah. Okay.
But when you shoot them in the back and they're not a threat, that's a problem. But you know what? I got Ben Crump's direct line. I'm bringing him there, hopefully, for April Valentine. They might as well stay there for this double amputee, as well as Keenan again, because this is
Keenan, right? Well, then maybe we need to talk. I'm gonna email you, and perhaps we can get you, and perhaps we can get Crump to come and have this conversation here on the front page. Yeah.
We need to set this up for Tuesday because something else is going on that I was told not to tell yet.
Okay, well, hold on. Well, Cap, I got another call on the line. I don't want to miss them. Can you send me an email and we can organize? I'm going to reply personally. You're going to get it from me.
I'm going to do it right now.
All right, now I'll get it to you after the show, okay?
I love you. Stay strong. And community, tell you something good. Do something good for somebody else today. Buy somebody a hamburger who's hungry. Okay? Give somebody a cup of coffee who's thirsty.
That's
do something good today.
All right.
Have
Thank
a great
you,
day.
Captain.
Love you, D-Day.
Love you, too. All right. Let me just answer this call so I can tell you to hold on. Great morning. It's the front page. Tell me something good.
Yes, indeed.
Hey, so listen. I'm good. Who's this?
Yes. This is Robert out of Torrance. And I just want to basically just say, making it good information that people need. very viable where they can use it. So thank you very much for that. Another reason I was calling in, because I know I ain't got that much time because I got to get to work here, but I just wanted to just make it very short and just mention, I'm from Los Angeles, and I noticed that with some of our rent control earlier, we really have an issue right now in the southeast central, or which they call South Los Angeles now, is a major foreclosure epidemic amongst Black African Americans. We face 53% foreclosures just in the last 90 days in the Los Angeles area. And there's 4,600 foreclosures just took presentation in the last 90 days, right? And 50% of those were African Americans. So what we find out in our communities that we don't have no sense of understanding in money management nor security, but we know how to lock up our properties and trusts and with the instructions for our children to be able to carry on the legacy. We're losing the battle in the land, not in the rents. I'm not taking away the rent thing. Just keep in mind, because we got rent control where I'm at. But however, those in Inglewood, it's not the rent, it's the land. And what we got to do is we have to bring that to the forefront to know that these homeowners don't have to lose their homes. There are other options. They don't never talk about it. They always talk about bankruptcy, deed in lieu, and loan mods, but they never tell them, hey, you ever thought about converting your home to an income property to make money? No, they just have them lose them, and the people don't even know. And it ain't only the seniors, it's the watered down youth that's destroying our next legacy because they're not stepping up to the seniors and carrying over the wealth transfer.
Well, here's the thing, too. That's why we got to open up the dialogue and the conversation with our older people and our young people. Don't think that somebody is too old to learn, and don't think somebody is too young to know anything. If we start engaging the conversation, we can pass the baton. And I'm so grateful that you called in with this passion, because I was just speaking with a young woman. Her name is Nakia Carter. She probably like, dang, Dawn, you put me on blast, but I met her through Roxy from the Resource LA. From the Source LA, and Nakia Carter, she's with the organization. They're called Young Realists Division of LA, talking about property ownership, talking about why it's important to have trust, talking about the debt to income ratio, talking about the possibility. So we're gonna have that conversation.
That's what we need. Yes, Don, every time I call, I've been calling since she been on call always get impact. I just want to let you know it's so important that we keep this platform going, because Front Page has been my front page for years. I can go back to 1997, 98 when I was on Front Page. I love this place of information because it's the real information for Black Americans and African Americans of America. They need to know that LA is vibing with good sources to make things happen. Now, can you repeat the name of that organization again? Because I want to help them with the idea of what you promoting them. Let them know who it is again.
Okay, so her name is Nakia Carter, Nekaya Carter, Carter, and she is the president of the organization entitled Young Realists Division of LA. If you're on social media, it's YRD_LA. And the mission is to join real estate professionals together to create the greatest wealth movement our community has ever seen. And they calling for us to join. So when you call right now, Robert, and you telling me what you need, this is what I need to do so I can bring the people and the resources so we can further our conversation. We didn't withstand too much not to be greater, exceedingly, and beyond, right?
Yes, say that. And more so, Don, I just want to thank you. So I'm about to go to work. I just want to thank everybody for really, really listening in. But know there's a solution out there, okay? And it's to help those that need it. And it's called Buy Back My Home. Don't lose your home. Stop losing your homes, man. Yeah. I'm telling you, there's just choices out here to help people. And buybackmyhome.com, the organization is phenomenal. So thank you, Don. I'm at work. I'm pulling up, and I just want to thank all the KJLH audience. Love y'all.
Love you too.
Go.
All right, bye. Get that money.
Talk to y'all soon. Already, already.
Yeah, tell me something good. Well, Robert had to go make some money, and I got to go make some money and pay these bills too. So give me a couple minutes. I see you on the line. Can you hold on, please? Because I want to come back, and I want to put you on Front Page. But I only can do that if you stay on hold, okay? So I'm going to be right back. Stay tuned. It's the front page, and I'm doing like the break of day. It's Radio Free 102.3 KJLH. Be right back.
This is the front page with Don Day on Radio Free 102.3 KJLH.
Who are we?
We are you, Radio Free.
What's our address?
102.3, and that's the only place you need to be.
KJLH.
Did you know with the high cost of living due to inflation, the average funeral cost is now $20,000 based on information from the Federal Trade Commission? Pre-planning is so important for a traditional funeral service. Relieve your loved ones from the stress of making decisions on your behalf. McKay's Family Mortuaries offers over 20 years of services and reliability, and their pre-planning department is available to meet you in the privacy of your home or at one of 4 locations in Southern California. McKay's Family Mortuaries is located at 3918 Marine Avenue in the city of Lawndale. Call them at 310-978-8877, 310-978-8877, or visit McKaysMortuaries.com. They understand that day-to-day lives are a blessing. However, tomorrow is not always promised, and McKay's Mortuaries is here to help. Also, veterans programs and information are available. Call them at 310-978-8877. That's 310-978-8877, or visit McKaysMortuaries.com. That's McKaysMortuaries.com.
Hey, family, what's up? I'm Lon McHugh. Join me Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. Listen, I've got the perfect music for work and play, no matter where you are. The KJLH Radio Free mobile app. I'll keep you informed with what's trending. I'll update your traffic and weather scenes. And man, when you call, the fun really jumps off at 520-KJLH.
Are you giving away something?
No.
Oh. That's it.
It's like, okay, bye. So yeah, make it a plan with me, Lon McHugh, Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. right here on Radio Free 102.3 KJLH.
Hey, Los Angeles, I'm Tammy Mack, and traffic is never a problem from 3 to 7 p.m. when you are riding with the Tammy Mack Show, featuring Black Friday, trending topics, and, of course, you can talk to Tammy in the tea room. There ain't never been an afternoon show like this. Join me, Tammy Mack, 3 to 7 p.m. every afternoon.
It's the Tammy Mack Show. 102.3 Radio Free KJLH.
You're listening to The Front Page with Don Day on Radio Free 102.3 KJLH.
Who needs some money? Who trying to get some money? Who needs some money? Who could use some money in their pocket? Who got some bills to pay, a vacation they lot to go on, and could use some cash relief? Well, I got a message for you. You better get this Radio Free money. So far, we've paid credit card bills, water bills, rent, and more. Winners are all over from LA and beyond, and guess what? You still got time. What I need for you to do is head over to KJLHradio.com and listen every day at 4:10. And if you are listening to Tammy Mack, speaking of which, happy belated birthday to Tammy Mack. Her birthday was yesterday. Yes. If you are listening to Tammy Mack at 4:10, because the rest of LA will, she will announce a name for an individual whose bill needs to be paid. But the only stipulation is that you have 10 minutes. Do not call in 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. I'm like, oh my gosh, it's only 2 minutes late. No, you have to call in 10 minutes at 520-KJLH, 520-5554. It's that easy. Sign up, listen, and get your bills paid from Radio Free 102.3 KJLH. Why? Because simply, we're you. And since we are you, we're here for you in all the needs possible. And I just want to highlight just what Robert was saying yesterday and how we're going to work with getting Nakia on. Young Realist Division of LA. She is the president. I just spoke to her last night. She's probably like, Dawn, you put me on blast already? Yep, I did. Also, we talked about resources and breast cancer awareness. I want to remind you that if you are low income and you need a mammogram, did you know that you can get it for free? Yeah, every woman counts. Head over to Facebook at Dawn DAI Speaks. Check out the conversation I had yesterday with Dr. Anushka Koste-Holt, as well as a medical assistant, Sally Gathas. And we talked about women of color and breast cancer awareness. And fellas, that includes you when it comes to breast cancer. So check it out so you can get that information. Now let's check to these phone lines because it's Tell Me Something Good Thursday. So let's go to line 1. Great morning. Tell me something good.
Good morning. Good morning.
Hey, how you doing?
I'm doing great. This is your big brother, your Aries big brother. Proverb. How you doing? I just wanted to say, You said tell you something good. I just noticed you on your Instagram. I see that them arms are looking fierce right there. I'm going to have to call you Lady Gunner because I'm looking at them arms. And look like the workout is working, so that's good. I just want to commend you on the show this week. You've been nailing some serious topics, and I just wanted to give you praise, give you all the greatness, all the goodness that you've been putting forth. You getting people back calling in. It was good to hear from Kat, good to hear from Money, good to hear all of that. One thing I wish we can start having more of is town halls, because this is only a segment of what we need in these cities, because everybody is getting hit with rent control right now. So, it is true. We need land and we need housing. So we need to come up with some solutions. But I just wanted to give you your props, sis. Love you. Thanks for being on, and keep doing what you're doing.
Thank you, big brother. I'm gonna make sure I tell the family that we to get these things start rolling and start top of the year. But I'm sure these things are down the line, and I intend on doing this because I actually want to see y'all and we can have this conversation in person, right?
Yes, we definitely can. So just keep doing what you're doing, sis. We're gonna have to have a foodie run,
You know
go
I
get
love to
some good
eat.
food. Me too. So all right, love you. Have a good one.
Love you too. Thank you, big brother. All right, line 2. Tell me something good. Great morning. I'm talking to you. Are you there?
Hello.
Hello there.
Good morning. Good morning. How are you?
Good. You got your radio down?
I'm walking my dog. So,
okay. Yes, come on, workout. I love a good workout.
I do too, right? So I just want to call. This is Candace. I'm from Inglewood, and I wanted to call because you had a caller on a minute ago talking about Tyree and saying that the officers had beaten him because he dated his friend. I wanted to correct that because the stepdad of Tyree came on and made a statement that was not true. That's a rumor. And things like that can make things worse than actually what they are. So I just wanted to come on and say that. But to tell you something good, because it's Thursday, yesterday was my little dog's birthday. He's 9 years old, and so I'm just so blessed to have him.
Oh, happy birthday to your baby.
But you guys have a good day. I love the show. I love the new format. I work on the East Coast a lot, so I get up and I listen to you to start my day every day, and you guys really bring a smile to my face and give me a little piece of home when I'm away.
That just touched my heart, and that means the world to me. Thank you so much for calling in, making room for correct information for the family, and just sharing your love on us. It means the world.
Yeah.
So, Candace, you want to call me again?
I am. I love talking to you guys. I listen to you guys every morning.
Okay, sounds good. All right, I'll talk to you later, girl.
Okay, bye.
Bye. Tell me something good. Let's go to line 3. Great morning. Who's this? I'm talking to you.
Good morning.
Great morning. I can hear you. Do you have your window down or anything, the radio on?
I'm on the car driving. Good morning, Miss Dawn Day, and producer Vonnie, Jeremiah, and Bobo. This Kemio.
Hey, big brother Kemio. What's happening?
Nothing much. I wanted to say thank you on one thing you passed my way, fan base. That was awesome. That introduction, and I've been on the app for like about 2 weeks now. I got a chance to speak to Mr. Third on the app.
Oh, really?
And I think that's going to be something very, very, very beneficial for our culture, because it's a monetizing app that pays us to engage. You know what I mean? So I mean, the more that we comment on a particular post or topic, the more monetization you receive. And also, I wanted to say something. Miss Dawn Day, you pulling so many people out of the community that need flowers. I would like to see if I could put a situation for you to meet somebody named Kevin Ross, and his organization is called Small Gesture, Big Smile. And he's been working on this program for, I'm going to say actively, where I've physically been watching him do his thing from the grassroots, I'm going to go with like 10 years just on me watching him from the grassroots, but it could be longer, right? But what Mr. Ross has done, I would like for him to come on and tell his story. I feel like I might not,
do it justice.
Explain it the same way. But I will tell you this. I watched this man grow up from me being a kid, and he has been a positive, genuine role model in my life. And I made it to 49 years old because of some of the knowledge that he done instilled in me as a little kid. And then watching what he does in the community right now and his give back moment, I really think his story should be told, and the city, you know what I'm saying? This is a good program that's been working, and I have watched him work on this from the ground up, and I'm pretty sure a lot of people in the city is familiar with Small Gesture, Big Smile. I know both of the mayors are familiar with Small Gesture, Big Smile, and with you having your platform and you tapping into the genuine, pulse of the city, I think Kevin Ross would be an amazing guest speaker for you one day. And I don't know how to go about that. I did get the message in regards to how to contact the KJLH. So I just been a little slow on that because I've been taking care of this other business. And then on another thing, y'all was commenting on the rent control and the situation with housing. I just would like to explain something to everyone that's listening. A lot of these problems that we're having is the language that's inside of these bills and laws that be coming. And when you hear them, you take your first thought and you assume the bill or the law is being written this way. But when you get to reading it, you see the interpretation of that wordage causes it to be very ambiguous. So, like the caller that just said, like maybe a couple of calls before me that said we need to have town hall meetings. The town hall meetings are very positive because it gets the language out there and it helps everyone be able to properly understand the way that it's being interpreted. Now, where the problem comes in with the town hall meeting is it's hard for people to have a conversation without including their emotions and facts. And we need to keep having these engagements. Like it goes into a level of being in relationships. Like when you're in a relationship with somebody, the most hardest arguments or the hardest conversations to have is what gives you the most value in your relationship. When you decide to, like when I was in my younger years, I'm gonna say in my threes, I had a very bad philandering problem. And what I had to learn that my philandering problem came because I gave power to the other person. Like whenever I would decide to have a conversation with somebody and I felt the need to keep that conversation in secret or private, it caused me to further create a bigger problem. So in translation with that, you have to engage in those difficult conversations. Yeah. Have to. And right now, with the city, the country, and the state that it's in, this is our generation running this. This is all the kids that was born in the 70s and the 80s that's pretty much pushing the envelope. Everyone beyond that was just really trying to just figure out what was going on because we're the generation that came after the civil rights movement where all these rights were supposed to be given to us and the restrictions was taken away. But at some level, restriction and discipline helped us. Right. And I think that right now, the city is starting to I rephrase that. The country is starting to wake up. The urban community is starting to wake up. I heard a youngster, an artist by the name of NBA Youngboy said he wants to change his whole narrative of how he makes songs. And I think that is very commendable of this young man because he's at a point to where when somebody wants to be responsible, you go get teased. Like when Calvin got a job from McDonald's. Right. I know some people that worked at McDonald's for 25 years that own a McDonald's right now. You know what I'm saying? So you can't just clown people. There was like when you not Biggie Smalls, excuse me, Biggie, but Biz Markie was like, please, you work for UPS. I know cats at UPS bringing in like $200 a year.
Right. So it's time to, but you know what it also too?
You know what I'm saying?
It's called for to have people that have these types of jobs to talk about the possibilities and opportunities. And you even saying that right there reminds me of a conversation of a caller that was so perturbed, especially when we were just talking about the LGBTQ plus community. And they called in talking about, why do you have members of that community talking about their field of profession? Because you need to know what's possible. There's an ignorant narrative or a bias that we place on somebody just by what they look like or what we perceive them to be. But like you said, exploring these town hall conversations, exploring this dialogue to up-level the dialogue, we can get to know each other. Because like you said, we got the resources, we got the information, we got the solutions for the change that we seek. Why is it that we're looking outside? Why is it that we aren't making room for each other? Kimio?
Right.
So thank
You're
you.
making room for the city. Thank you, Ms. Donna. Y'all have a wonderful, positive day.
Thank you so much, Kimio. All right, y'all. So I'm going to work on it. I'm going to see what we can do about getting these town halls in, because I know you guys are saying this is an important thing in the conversation. And it's my duty here on Front Page is to make sure I deliver you what you need. So you calling me 520-KJLH, 520-5554, telling me your concerns and how you want to uplift the community. This is how we make the change, because somebody going to hear something and I just may know right now. If you know Kevin Ross, small gestures, big smiles, please tell him that Dawn Day from the Front Page is looking for him. They say he right here in South Central. Creating big smiles with kindness, with food, conversation, compassion, and resources. Come on. Kevin, somebody know Kevin. Tell him that Dawn Day is looking. In fact, if you got a lead or some information, shoot me an email. frontpage@kjlhradio.com. frontpage@kjlhradio.com, and let's get this conversation going. All right, let's go to line one. Tell me something good.
Yes, good morning.
Is this
Praise
Miss?
Lord.
Hey, Miss Marilyn.
Yes, this is me up in here. Talk to me up in here.
All right, tell me something good.
Yes, ma'am. It's good to hear your voice, young lady, every morning after my prayer. You guys just lift me up. Tell the crew I love them. Tell the co-workers I love them as well. And y'all doing a great job. I'm on because my daughter, she's a doctor, and I lost my granddaughter about 6 months ago. 6 months ago in a bad car accident. My oldest granddaughter. So my daughter, she done broke down. She done had a nervous breakdown. So I'm asking for prayer and to lift me up too, because I'm not doing so well with it. That's why you have not heard me. I've been having tragedy with loved ones. So I just want you guys to pray for me Sunday, and I love y'all, and keep up the good work for the Lord and yourself in the whole world, because everybody listening. And I love you so much.
You ready for some prayer?
Good morning. But
hey, great morning. You ready to do some prayer? They said when two or more join together as one, well, it's me and you in the whole city of L.A.
Oh, yes,
all right,
ma'am.
Family, pull up.
Yes,
Father God, we ask you today for healing.
Yes, Lord.
For peace of mind in a time of trying. We know that bad times don't last always, but strong people do. Lord, you said you do not put more on us than we can bear.
Yes, Lord.
But make me understand the importance of peace, the importance of timing, the importance of your will, and more importantly, the importance of understanding. Understanding so that we can overstand that it is your will to be done. And Father God, I ask you for a covering over Miss Marilyn and over Meredith.
Yes, Father God.
After losing their granddaughter, or is it grandchild or granddaughter?
Granddaughter.
After losing her granddaughter, and also blessing and putting a peace and covering over their daughter who lost their child.
Yes, my Lord.
Because at the end of the day, somebody's baby is affected. And so, Father God, I ask you for the peace and covering over Miss Marilyn, for we know that she does her work every day on Skid Row, helping others. So I ask as a community, LA, that you send your energy, your prayers, your well wishes to Meredith to uplift her and her husband, Marilyn and her husband, Meredith, through this trying time, as they so often has uplifted our community. And we stand together, Father God, because we know with you and through you, because of you, all things are possible in your name. Amen.
Amen and hallelujah. And I also do bereavement. I did the funeral. I am on the bereavement board where I do funerals, sweetheart. But this one is kind of hard. So thank you so much, and I love you so much. And God bless you. You keep up the good work, sweetie.
Thank you. I love you too.
Thank you for that prayer. It
Amen.
was beautiful.
You're welcome.
You have a blessed day.
You too. I'm sorry to hear that, Miss Marilyn. It hurts my heart. You know, death is never an easy thing. Transition and trying to have that understanding. And, you know, something that Miss Marilyn had just stated, she said, hey, you know, I worked in bereavement. But it's something different when you're going through something, right? It's a different type of, it just impacts you differently. And I hope that we continue to make room with ourselves and start to not put so much pressure on what we should do and allow ourselves to feel. In fact, I am in conversation right now, just because we talk about death and when we're seeing all these stories about our Black brothers, you know, lives being taken, just a continuative narrative. I'm always wondering, how are our Black brothers doing? That's why I even had to start off the show with, you will know, our Brothers United, because everybody can relate to the fact that there's somebody's baby. And like I was saying, I'm in a conversation right now. I don't know if you heard about this organization, but they're nationwide, and we've been DMing. They're called Black Boys OM. And basically they have healing and wellness education centers all over the world. Over 400 instructors teaching yoga, creating a safe space so that our brothers can heal. And we know that in order to heal, you have to feel. And when we're talking about feeling, that's vulnerability, and we want to feel safe. So I'm working with them right now. We're going to have a conversation to explore that. But right now, let's get to line one. Tell me something good. Who's this?
I believe I was asked to call. This is Kevin Ross.
Oh. Y'all better put great.
Ringing off the hook at 5:45 in the morning.
Listen, this is what I'm talking about and I love about Front Page. Asking you shall receive. Well, my big brother Kemio says, Dawn Day, you need to have this brother Kevin Ross on the show. Is that what it is, Mr. Ross?
I would hope so. That's me.
So what is the name of your organization?
It's called Small Gesture, Big Smile.
And what is it about?
I'm an advocate and a believer in the less fortunate. I don't like the terminology of homeless. I once was homeless and addicted to drugs, and no longer am either. And my plight is to save one person at a time. I can't save a whole community. I can just save one person at a time and hope that it trickle down into the next person, into the next person. My biggest thing is I just want to inspire and encourage people to not walk by an unhoused person. That's somebody's uncle, that's somebody's sister, that's somebody's brother, that's somebody's grandmother.
That's somebody's baby, Kevin.
Yes. I have a few things. I keep a trunk full of socks, clothes, shoes, tennis shoes, sweatsuits, hygienes. I have a thing that I call, if I spot you, I got you. That means if I spot you walking down the street and you're not up to par, I'm going to pull you over, I'm going to pull over, I'm going to stop you. I'm going to give you some socks. We're going to trade them tennis shoes in. I'm going to give you a sweat coat, give you a jacket, give you some hygienes. Hopefully just for that moment, try to make you feel better.
Oh, wow. I can't recall one of my family members. They say, each one reach one, each one teach one. If I spot you, I got you.
Yeah, I've given away, and I want to say that a lot of people say that it's me, but it's really not me. Excuse me. It's really not me. I'm just a vessel. It's the people that believe it or see what is being done and make sure that I get these items. I don't buy these items. People donate these items to me, so it's really the people that see and believe in what they see me do and make sure that I have the items to give away. So I'm just a vessel who stops. A lot of people don't stop. I have a saying that if you can see somebody eating out of a trash can, then it's nothing wrong with them. It's something wrong with you.
Right.
There's no way that any human being should be eating out of a trash can and you're at a hamburger stand and they hand you $2 in change from your 20 and you don't order them a bag of French fries. Something's wrong with your spirit.
Thank you. You're right. Okay, so listen. I got about another 10 or 15 minutes before I actually get done with the show, just wrapping up everything. But I want to talk to you. So what I want to ask you, one, are you open to coming in on Monday? What you doing? I know, I'm putting you on blast. You called, so hey, what's up?
Yeah, I would be put in an insane asylum if I didn't come in.
All right, so Kevin Ross family, we looking to have him on Monday. Monday, Kevin Ross will be in to talk about your organization. Small gestures, big smiles. These small gestures are here to create big smiles. So this is what I want to ask you, could you do? Could you do me a favor and shoot me an email with your name and your contact? Well, your name going to be in the title email, but just your contact information, any information. And what I'm going to do, as soon as I get off air, I'm going to reach out to you so that I can get some more information, then we can get you all booked for Monday. How does that sound?
That sounds great, man.
Okay, so you got a pen and paper for the email?
Give me 1 second. Go ahead.
Okay, it's front page.
Yes, ma'am.
At KJLHradio.com.
At KJLH. KJLH.com.
KJLHradio.com.
Radio. My bad.
Yep, front page at KJLHradio.com.
Let me repeat that. I don't want to mess it up. Front page at KJLHradio.com.
That's correct.
Okay. My name and my name will be there in my email. I'll give you my phone number. This is my house number, but I'll give you my phone number. I'll leave my phone number in the email.
Perfect. And then I'm going to reach out to you today. And then I'm going to see you in the studio on Monday. Okay.
Thank you, ma'am. I appreciate it. And thanks to everybody who meant to Kimio.
All right. Thank you for the work that you do. All right. I'm excited about this, family. Before we head out of here, let's go to line 2. Great morning. This is the front page. Hello? I'm talking to you. You got to cut down your radio.
Okay, Big Richard. Hello?
Hello? Great morning. Tell me something good.
Tell me something good. You are blessed. You are a blessing to everybody that hears you. I told you once, this is Big Richard.
Hey, Big Richard.
You know, I'm in love with you so much, with your spirit and your perception on life and your caring. You are a saint. And I want you to know I would not eat. I wash your feet, girl, because you just do something to me that God can do. Only God can do. And you've been a blessing to me, you know. And I want you to know, I want you to be encouraged and stay on fire to do what God has called you to do, because you have an awesome calling on you. And I'm going to keep you in prayer. I don't even want your hair to be broken. Every fiber of your being is grateful. And I just want you to know that God is good.
All the time.
Thank you, sister. I'm really impressed. I got to meet you.
Thank you so much, Big Richard. That means the world. All right. You're going to be blessed and call me again sometime, okay? Oh, man. I don't even know who this is on line 1. Y'all got to call ahead of time so that I can come to y'all. We'll be back tomorrow, though. So I don't even know who you are, but know that I see you. I see you. And if I could, I'll put you on air. But you heard the housekeeping at the door. They about to kick me out the studio. So with that being said, let me sweep on out of here. Coming up tomorrow, family, we will be making room for the executive director of JTM Academy, Amari El Jami, who will be here telling us about the opportunities in the mechanical construction, trade, and utility sector and how they train adults for employment. In fact, they actually have an event coming up on Saturday that you can get involved, that you can get more information, and how you can train yourselves to get more money in your pocket. Y'all, if they shot me a DM, I've replied, I answered. Listen, I'm here for you. So pull up on me, reach out to me, and I want to answer for you, okay? So while I'm out of here, understand that I hope you have downloaded the KJLH app. You can check out any of our previous episodes at your leisure, clicking on demand view episodes. Check out the past episodes even today. Around 11 o'clock, you'll be able to hear it. Plus, reminder that we are streaming live on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, Twitch, and LinkedIn at DawnDAISpeaks.com. So you can see what's going on. In fact, you might want to see what's happening with our guest tomorrow. Also, follow us on all social media at Radio Free KJLH for all the news and information you can use about the station, including how you can get some cash-free relief. Also, if you want more of this Dawn, what you're hearing on Front Page, check out my podcast, Vitamin D with Dawn Day. It's available wherever you get your favorite podcast. And that's where we have the extended conversations, because Vitamin D is all about shedding the light on the good and the bad. Because if you want to be better and you want to do better, you got to be able to see better. So check us out at Vitamin D Dawn Day on all social media. The new season will be premiering in about 2 weeks. Jeremiah, we are working on that. He's holding it down. So if you want some original source vitamin D, that's me. Follow me on all social media at Dawn DAI Speaks. All right, I'm getting out of here. What do I always say, family? I'm in the business of making dreams come true. And I damn sure ain't gonna forget about mine. So until next time, always remember, you are your greatest asset.
This is The Front Page with Dawn Day on Radio Free 102.3 KJLH.
Hey, it's Steve Harvey, y'all. Here's what happened on the Steve Harvey Morning Show. You ever met a real fine chick and walked up to her and tried to say something to her, and then she said, excuse me, you're not my type. What?